So the Minnesota Vikings are thinking of cutting Dalvin Cook, their starting running back, and he may need a new home. So rumor has it that the Miami Dolphins fans want Dalvin Cook in Miami. Remember, Dalvin Cook is from Miami. He played his college football in Florida, but he got drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. He did sign a 5-year extension with the Vikings, but for some reason, the Vikings are thinking of letting their star running back go. In this video, I basically want to talk about if Dalvin Cook goes to Miami, what will happen, and my personal opinion on Dalvin Cook. So right here, guys, the Miami Dolphins fans want Dalvin Cook, and honestly, this is a pretty darn good little thing, okay? The Minnesota Vikings may look to move on four-time Pro Bowl Dalvin Cook in order to clear cap space. It's always been about cap space, right? You want to have more cap space in order to either rebuild, make the offense or defense better, the O-line better, whatever it is. But remember, the Minnesota Vikings are trying to lock up Juston Jefferson for as long as they can. So that is another scenario that may push the Vikings to cut Dalvin Cook in order to restructure Juston Jefferson's contract, make him the highest paid wide receiver in the game. But that one's still there. By cutting Cook would save Minnesota $7.8 million in much needed cap space, being that they're close to $24 million over the cap. Now, there are a lot of teams right now a little bit over the cap space. For instance, the Miami Dolphins are $14 million over the cap space, and they do not have a running back on the contract for next season as of now. That's kind of why the Miami Dolphins are kind of not looking, but they're in serious debate on which running backs to get in order that fits their offense. There's rumors that they're also looking at Miles Sanders, Tony Pollard from the Cowboys. It all really depends. But which one of these running backs could fit the system the best? We've seen it many times. A superstar running back is not needed in order to win games or win championships. We've seen it with the Chiefs and we've seen it with the Eagles. Let's continue on. Now, the trade or the restructure, if you trade Dalvin Cook to the Dolphins, or if you do anything to the Dolphins have to give up a lot, okay? Now, what are they going to give up? They already gave up picks and money for Bradley Chubb, right? They just signed Bradley Chubb to a long extended 4-year deal. He has 3 years left on his contract. Dalvin Cook is currently not interested in taking a pay cut to stay with the Vikings, so that may even push the Vikings to cut Dalvin Cook even further. Cook has reportedly told the people close to him that there is no reason for him to take a pay cut. Cook has a $14.1 million cap hit in 2023, and it could save the Vikings $7.8 million. Now, right here, guys, you can actually see that these are fans' reactions. These fan reactions are pretty darn interesting, if I do say so myself. Vikings might cut Dalvin Cook, make this man a Dolphin. I might need him to do a tinfoil hat Tuesday. What a crazy guy. But look at this. In 2022, Dalvin Cook played 17 games, rushing for 1,100 yards and 8 rushing touchdowns, all right? Now, that's basically his stats, okay? $14.1 million, and that would basically double the Dolphins' cap hits over budget. Now, this is Dalvin Cook's contract year by year. Okay, remember his first contract was down here, the 4 years of his rookie contract when he first got drafted in 2017. The 4 year, $6.3 million. The signing bonus, $2.7 million, with an average salary base of $1.5 million. Okay. Now, he did just sign a 5-year, $63 million deal. Now, for the next 3 years, he's going to be an unrestricted free agent in 2026. Okay. In 2023, he's projected to get $14.1 million. In 2024, 15.6. In 2025, $13.5 million. Okay. Now, going into it right now, he's going to be in his late 20s, early 30s. And that's basically the prime of running backs. Okay. If you could put Dalvin Cook in a system that could basically give this running back gaps and holes to basically run through, Dalvin Cook is going to be a star for any team. It doesn't matter. If you put Dalvin Cook in the Eagles with that O-line, Dalvin Cook could easily run for 2,000 yards in that season. Now, the Minnesota Vikings, they have a very mediocre O-line. That's why Dalvin Cook couldn't really excel as he did in his first couple years in the Vikings. Now, even though the Minnesota Vikings' focal point is Juston Jefferson, Dalvin Cook is still a workhorse for the Vikings. Now, this is basically the breakdown. This is basically the money that Dalvin Cook is owed, is going to get paid. What will the Vikings actually do? Now, I actually think that the Vikings will do something with his contract. If he doesn't negotiate, if he doesn't take a pay cut, remember, they're also trying to build around Justin Jefferson, and they would have to, guys. They have to pay this guy $1,000,000%, okay? If Dalvin Cook does not do that, I do see the Vikings cutting him, saving $7.8 $3 million in their own cap hit. They will have some dead money because they will owe Dalvin Cook some money, but not the full thing. Now, if Dalvin Cook does go to the Dolphins like everybody wants to, it's his hometown, remember, I don't think the Miami Dolphins could afford him. Okay. I honestly think the Miami Dolphins should try to see what they get from the draft. Okay. Who knows? You may find a diamond in the rough, but you don't need a star studded running back in order to win games or basically win championships. Again, we've seen it with the Chiefs and we've seen it with the Eagles. Now, the Miami Dolphins do have a very explosive offense. Tyreek Hill, Jaden Waddle, right? And we do have a lot of rookies that did have bright spots this past season. I do believe Craft is going to be a pretty good slot receiver heading into next season. I do believe if we do get Wilson Jr. or Moser back, the Miami Dolphins could be a huge threat. The only thing the Dolphins need is a better O-line and protect Tua just a little bit more. Now, if Dalvin Cook does go to the Dolphins, I don't see the Dolphins basically using him to his full potential. He needs an O-line in order to run. The Dolphins O-line is not that good right now. If the Dolphins actually draft an O-line and make it better, make it solid, more solid than what it is now, heading into next season, then maybe I will consider getting Dalvin Cook. Now, if you do trade for Dalvin Cook, what are you going to be willing to give up? That's another thing. There's rumors that Xavier Howard may be up for trade. Now, Byron Jones may be released from the Dolphins, but the Dolphins may need more defensive backs and on the defensive side. So it's just many different things that the Dolphins will be needing. They have no running backs on the contract as of now, no running backs for the 2023 season, so they do need a running back like yesterday, okay? But then again, guys, this is just my personal opinion. This is what all Miami and Dolphin fans want to happen for the 2023 season. Dalvin Cook to bring him back home. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys did enjoy the video, please remember to hit that like button, subscribe down to the channel. See you guys next time. And tomorrow is the NFL Combine, and we will be talking about that as well. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. See you guys next time, and bye.